drip this, time to run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I time to run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip this, time to run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I time to run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip this, time to run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I time to run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip this, time to run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I time to run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My buddy decided he wanted to buy a decal and a t-shirt off me and asked me if I could come to his work and install it for him. So here we are putting it on, doing a little how-to. Lewis,
You know what? Really, bro? The GoPro?
what's up, bro?
You know what?
Where's Jesse at?
Should be back here.
See, when you're an advanced auto and you want to get parts, you just pick them yourself. It's much easier. Which aisle is that starter in? There it is. Boop. Jesse!
Hey. What up?
Give me a hug, brother. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
No.
Brian, will you give me a kiss?
No.
Why not? No kiss for me?
Nope.
Alright, well, we might as well get to installing this decal. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure the surface that you're installing your vinyl decal on is thoroughly clean and free of debris. Alright, well, we're going to go over some key essentials you're going to need, such as cleaner, whether it's Windex, aerosol spray, whichever you prefer. You're going to need some paper towels, or newspaper works fine. Once again, that's preference. Scissors to clean up and cut the decal. You're going to need an applicator of some sort, whether it's your driver's license or a special decal squeegee. I use my license. And you're going to need a tape measure. We got to measure out the decal sometimes and make sure it's in the center where you want it to be. So, right as you can see, I'm wiping down. Well, we'll let this diesel guy, make all sorts of noise. We'll be back in a second. Alrighty, well, we got the surface prepped. We're going to take some tape and put it here a little while. It's nice to have a couple extra pieces already out and ready to go. You get the decal in that spot that you like, and you never have any tape ready to put it where it goes. So always make sure you have your tape ready. we're gonna put this in the center of the back window. I should just cover up Send It Steve's decal, and nah, I can't do that. He's a friend of mine. Alright, well, once you get the decal in the general orientation that you think it's gonna go, put some tape on it to hold it in place. And I measure out sometimes from the edge of the decal to the edge of the glass, left to right, especially if I'm putting it on a back window like this. But you can always find the center of the glass, find the center of the decal, then take the total length of the decal, divide it in half, and, well, measure out from the center mark on the glass, and that's where your edge of your decal is going to be. I do that when I do a more precise install, but we're just putting this up here real quick. So, more or less going to eyeball this up and get a general reference and call it a day. And yeah, my luck, the decal fell between the bed and the cab of the truck. I had to go get it. We'll try this again. Make sure we have the same measurement from left to right. Put a piece of tape on it then to hold it up. Alright, so there's multiple ways you can apply a decal like this. You can use the wet method or a dry method. A lot of people use a wet method. You mix a little bit of dish soap with water in a spray bottle and you gently mist the window before you pull the applicator backing off the decal and apply it. It allows you to be able to move it around a little bit. It's not permanent until you get squeegee all the water out. I personally prefer applying my decals on dry, so that's what you're going to see here. A lot of people are scared to do it that way, but if you're not hesitant and intimidated by it, it goes pretty smooth. And as you can tell, the decal looks a little crooked. It was only out in 3/8 of an inch, but to me, the decal's 2 feet wide, so it's out a foot to the 16th, well, 16th to the foot, and a 2-foot spread with a reveal on the window. I can notice that, but most people probably won't. I'm a little meticulous, so we're going to adjust this a little bit and get back to it. And there you go. That looks perfect. so you're going to take your squeegee, and this is something you want to make sure that you do. You want to smear the decal with the squeegee ahead of time, like I'm doing right now, because what you're doing is you're pressing the vinyl to the applicator backing, and a lot of people don't do this, so when it comes to peeling the decal off, you lose letters or parts of the decal. Make sure you do what I'm doing. Always press and squeegee out the decal onto itself before you peel the backing off. This will definitely save your butt when it comes to applying it. And do this vigorously. Since I'm applying this on dry and not wet, I'm going to do half the decal at a time. So I put a piece of tape in the center of this so I can fold it. We're going to pull the backing off of it. And once you get the backing off about halfway, fold it under the decal. Give it a nice creased edge right there where you fold it. And then start working it on from the center out. And you want to knead it too. You don't want to just flop it on with your hand. You want to work it a little bit and a little bit at a time. Get as little air bubbles in it as possible. As you see, sitting there and working it and working it and working it with my hand, little by little. There you go, that's one side done. Now we're going to pull the backing off on the left side. You can either do a couple inches at a time or pull the whole thing off. I typically just pull the whole thing off and work it like this. It works best for me. There we go. Work the last little bit off. Alright, so now once we have the backing the whole way off, and we got the vinyl on with the transfer tape still on the back, right now you want to take your squeegee and you want to work it like I am. Back and forth, up and down. You want to get as many bubbles out as you can. The harder and the more you do, the better result you'll get. You can never do it too much. Alright, so once you get all your bubbles out and you're ready to go, this is where, in the beginning when I said we're going to squeegee the decal onto itself, this is where it's going to save your butt. Alright, we'll just start peeling the transfer tape off at a hard angle, little by little. Make sure you don't pull any of the letters off the glass. And just keep working it. If they're not pulling off the window, just keep on going. And there you have it. The decal's on. The decal that I'm applying, it's a two-part decal. Because of the way the YouTube logo is, you can't print it in red. It won't appear on the glass properly. So we got to put the YouTube part of the decal on separately. It's called an overlay. So I got another part of the decal that I got to install yet. You'll see that here in a second. And once you have the transfer tape off, take your squeegee and work out the decal some more. Get out as many bubbles as you can. Typically the sun will bake any bubbles out. You get bubbles in it, don't be worried, don't freak out. It's not the end of the world. Typically 70% of the bubbles bake out in the sun throughout the summer or the heat. If they don't, you can get yourself a little X-Acto knife and put a little incision in the bubble and work it out still and get all the air out if you're really that worried about it. I typically never am, and 4 or 5 months later all the bubbles are always out. Alright, well, we're pretty much gonna repeat the same process we did, just it's a little tiny piece. We're gonna get all the bubbles off the transfer tape and make sure it's completely pressed against it. And now we have the decal on the transfer tape. We're going to line it up on that white logo right there, just how we want it. Going to take our squeegee and we're going to work it across, and now we're going to press it all on and get all the bubbles out. And there you have it. Please be sure to clean up all your trash when you're done. Don't leave any of the paper or the plastic on the ground so the wind can blow it away.